crafters, happy Sunday. My name is Tiffany Almeida. I'm with Pretty in Paper Crafts and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I go live every Sunday for coffee and a card because Sunday mornings are not the same without coffee in your hand. And I show you some fun projects using Stampin' Up! Product. All right, so these are the Ornate Suite stamp sets and dies. So the suite comes with two different stamp sets and two different sets of dies. So there's the Ornate Style Bundle, which is the flower stamps and these beautiful border dies, okay? And then the Ornate Thanks is all these awesome thank you sentiments, which I love, which are great for right now, thinking of our first responders and all the thank you cards we're sending out. And then these beautiful border dies, just gorgeous dies that we're gonna use. So I love this suite. It also comes with designer series paper, it comes with gems, and it comes with ribbon. So there's lots of cool things to see. So I went ahead and I was making my make and takes for Sunday, and I also designed a class using them. So I have a class, it's $32 for the kit. It comes with everything to make this adorable little box here, or folder, whatever you want to call it, that stores 8 envelopes and 8 cards. It has a little pocket for stamps, so this can be given as a cute gift. It comes with 2 each of 4 designs, so I have designed 4 projects using the Ornate Bundle, and then, or the Ornate Suite. So it'll come with 4 designs, 2 of each, so 8 cards total, 8 envelopes, everything to make this adorable folder here. And then it'll also come with half a stack of designer series paper, a package of the gilded gems, and a package of the ribbon combo pack. So the ribbon combo pack, there's the old olive and terracotta tile ribbon. They're beautiful ribbon. They're very sheer and easy to use. We have the gilded gems, which look like this, gilded gems. And then half a stack of the beautiful designer series paper. Now, I did not use the designer series paper in my projects for today. I'm saving that for the class, but there's some beautiful gold, and I think there's silver inlays in this paper as well. So you can see the gold here, how shiny and pretty that is. And then there's patterns on the other side. So there's lots of fun things that you can color. Sorry, these are all my scraps. Of course, look at that, how pretty that is. I wanted to show you, look at this gold paper that you can color. I've seen lots of people color the pretty flowers. So that's fun. Another one that you can color here. But I love the colorful daisies on the other side. How pretty is that? So lots of fun things, lots of beautiful paper. So you'll get half a stack of that as well in your kit. Now there is an option for the PDF tutorial only, if you want that. And there is an option for my team. So there's a team price of $15 if you want the projects, but you would need to have all of your own supplies. So your own DSP, your own ribbon. And then there is a price if you need to add, because you'll need both of these stamp sets in the projects. So there is a price to add these 2 stamp sets and get the ribbon for free. So go check that out. The link is on my project sheet. Alrighty, you guys ready to get started here? I am using what is called a bleach technique today. And for these 3 projects that I made, I bleached in different ways. So for example, on this card here, I embossed with the shimmery black emboss powder onto gorgeous grape cardstock. And then I bleached with an aqua pen and bleach onto that cardstock to remove the pigment from the cardstock. So this is what we got. This is the result we got, which is kind of a fainted tinted blue color. Okay. And then this one, which is probably my favorite, I used those Ornate Thanks dies to cut this really pretty border here on the side. Look how gorgeous that is. And then I took cardstock that I colored and embossed, and I used the bleach pen to get the white color in the daisies. So I'll show you that one. It's super, this one's probably my favorite. And then this one is another one where I used the Pacific Point I embossed in silver embossed powder, and then I removed the color with the bleach pen, but then I went back and I colored some of the flowers in with a stamp and blend to kind of add different colors. So just a super fun way to use bleach in your projects, but also using those gorgeous dies and stamp sets from the Ornate Suite, the Ornate Garden Suite. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll start. So for the last one, probably my favorite, I saved the best for last. I really, really love this one. And it's done a little bit differently. So let me bring all the pieces out. Now, for this one, I cut from the dies, the Ornate Thanks dies, this flower border, because it had those pretty daisies. I don't know if you guys can see that. See those daisies? How cute that cutout is. Now, this was a little tricky to cut out. I actually had to add a little shim. So if you have the precision plate, you might need that for this, just to make sure it cuts out all the way. I had issues with the center not cutting out very well, so I had to add some shims and try the precision plate and stuff. So this is our base, and we can set that aside for now. Now I used the medium daisy and cut out 2 daisies from Whisper White cardstock, and I'm using that gilded gem from the Ornate Style bundle. Now I have a piece of Whisper White. Again, all the measurements for these are on my project sheet, so you can go get the measurement for this Whisper White. I'm just going to run my embossing buddy over it, because right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the daisy stamp that's in that Ornate Style stamp set. It's a daisy, and I'm going to stamp it with Versamark ink and emboss in gold embossing powder. So I'm just going to stamp this daisy all over my cardstock in all different directions. And it is kind of hard to see, so try to remember where it was you stamped last. Hopefully I'm not stamping over anything. Let's see, do that one, and let's do one down here, like so. Okay, let's check out what we did here. We need our gold embossing powder in our little tray, and we're going to sprinkle embossing powder. Oops, I was pushing too hard. You can see that I have lots of extra lines from the stamp set. So we will brush those off. If I had my little paintbrush, that'd be helpful, but I don't. So try to use my fingers carefully. Dang it. Did you guys watch me struggle here? Okay, that should be good. All right, so now let's go ahead and heat set this. And I'll show you how we got that cool look. So let's heat set this real fast. Let me make sure this emboss looks good. It's all gold and shiny. That's awesome. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to color this. So we're going to color with a sponge brayer and the crushed curry ink. And we are going to color this entire thing in crushed curry. And I think that this method is what reacts the best to the bleaching technique, is ink on white cardstock, because I think you get the the whitest image, the best reaction from the bleach. So just covering this with ink. The other way you can do this if you don't have the sponge braiders is you can take the ink pad and put it directly on the cardstock. So I'm just trying to even out the color here. I don't want a bunch of dark spots or streaks. So just blending all this in. Good morning. My take your pick tool is a great way for getting rid of stray embossing powder. Oh, maybe the putty end. Okay, so I have inked up my piece of cardstock. Okay, now let's go ahead and use the bleach to paint the leaves of the flowers, or the petals of the flowers. So when we're going to be painting with the bleach on those flowers, we're going to remove the ink, and it's almost instant. I mean, look how quickly that is. Now with these little daisies, it's a little bit tougher to stay in the lines, but I'll do the best I can. But look at that. Look how instant it is. Ooh, I'm doing a horrible job of staying in the lines. But you guys get the idea, right? Very fun. I like just kind of, it's like a magic eraser, right? Almost like the Stampin' Blends. Can you guys hear my birds singing outside? They're not mine, obviously, but they're singing in my yard, in my trees, and it's very nice. I love having the fresh spring air blow into my craft room. It's relaxing, and then the birds are singing for me. Okay. So I did a terrible job coloring those in, but you guys get the idea, right? How cool is that? Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we are going to cut this at 2.5 on the short side. I'm gonna do this 2.5. Okay, so we have 2 strips now. And then we have these pieces of crushed curry to mat them. Okay, so we'll do that. Like so. Okay, and then we'll bring our base in. Let's go ahead and do, so I put a piece of tear and tape down here on the edge, and I'm just going to put a piece of this metallic edge, gold metallic edge ribbon here. So I'm going to put tear and tape on the back, something for the ribbon to glue onto. Okay. So just fold that over, should stick down. Let's go ahead and trim this off and fold it over. Janie. Ah, there you go, Cindy. Thank you. Okay, so now I've got my daisy piece, so I'm going to just kind of center this here on my card. So Cindy says, click the 3 dots at the top and check following and then notify so that you'll get notified of when I go live. Now this piece is going to go on the inside because I wanted that yellow contrast so that you can see the daisies cut out. My husband said that when I showed him the card, he didn't even see this design until I put the yellow behind it. So I thought, well, we'll take a little bit of the pattern and put it on the inside, which is kind of fun because then you have something cool to look at on the inside. So just putting the strip here. So then you have this really, really cool look. Very fun, right? So then we're not done. We're going to take thank you and we're going to stamp that in crushed curry. And ink up thank you. Okay, and then we need to trim this down, so I have to clean up my space here. Got all this stuff covering my trimmer. Let's trim this down real quick. And we're going to cut the words apart. Okay, so we're going to cut thank and you apart right here. And then we'll put these on our card. So I just took Runner and yeah, Janie, I really like how it just looks so cool in different colors. And I think that adding ink first, adding ink to white cardstock and then doing the bleach looks really cool. It's just a really cool way to do it. Now, the daisies, I'm going to take a glue dot and put them together like so. Put a glue dot on the back and put this right up above the thank you. And then I have a gilded gem. So we will put one of the larger gems here in the center of our flower. Cute, right? So, so cool. So here are our 3 projects that we did today using this awesome suite. I hope you guys are in love with this suite. I hope you'll sign up for my Ornate Garden Suite class. It's a great package to give as a gift. My mom's always asking me for thank you cards and different cards that are already made for her. This is a fun box to deliver them to. Don't forget about the Tulip, Timeless Tulip Creativity Box Kit. Our first stamp kit. We're really excited for that. It's a to-go class or to-go club. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for crafting along with me today. Have a fabulous, safe week indoors, and we will see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.